Hi guys, I'm returning back again with the
And then you
making
could
of
go
the
up against
disc
all sorts of stuff like from
of
Bionics to
zones based on
into the
difficulty.
immortal realm,
Now we're in Sonic 2.
things like that. And then they could go after weird artifacts.
And to
like
make a clarification,
I even printed that.
only
I
I'm
proposed
the
in one
only
of my earlier
we have only
posters
one
about
mixture
the
this time
Trisky deck
of zones. Sky Chase with Wing Fortress. Now let's get started.
Your, and similar,
Of course,
yeah, similar to that,
the easiest
that's why I
zone
named that
in Sonic 2 is Emerald Hill.
Warehouse
Emerald Hill doesn't have that many. Doesn't have that many.
Friday the 13th was also after going up
It's
against
pretty
evil
easy, and there aren't that many
So,
traps. There's
And-
only one instant death trap.
And then one of the
I mean, there are very few instant death traps, and there's only one
British
picked.
Torchwood. It was about.
Easily
It was
dodgeable.
about like they were going
And it has many
they're trying
rings,
to
and,
keep all
and
these
it's called
aliens
Emerald Hill because
from
you can get the
falling
Chaos
into
Emeralds
normal
if you're a
people's
pro
hands.
at the special stages. If you miss one, then you can don't miss two, and you'll not be able to get
Just
everything here.
weird shit.
It's okay if
just
you
have to
miss
make sure
one
that it's
because
standard
there are 8
stuff.
checkpoints in the whole zone.
The vampire
not
had this
7.
power before, and this vampire has this power now. So, oh, that's kind of weird.
Because of how many
Justified,
opportunities
yeah. Just a bit.
you'll be able to get the Chaos Emeralds,
Okay.
it's called Emerald Hill. So of course,
Anyway.
of course, being the
Anyway,
homeland,
I plan on getting back.
it's the easiest. Number 9. Hilltop Zone. Hilltop Zone is a zone which I like because I really like Hilltop Zone.
Oh, just to say that I did it. I used to have this thing
It's
called
the
Blazing
a lot
Clouds,
better version of Marble Zone.
right, where I would
because
just find some interesting picture.
even
and
though it's
or
slow
music, I
paced,
could put it up.
The background and
And
the
I could do it like once every week.
the background,
Just so
like
that
the
I would
trees
have, like,
and the sky, and
I could argue that I have.
there's so many things that make me like this
what-
zone a
what I
lot
did
better
was,
than
ah,
Marble Zone.
in the superhero genre,
Anyway, Hilltop Zone is
all
just
sorts of cosplayers
it's just kind of like Emerald Hill because of
put up the pictures.
but has lava. But
And for the hits.
there's this lava
So people see
rising
that-
part,
people see that-
and that's like the only hard
people see
part
the
of this
picture,
zone.
they're like, hey, check out this.
So with only having one hard part, it's easy. For beginners, it's surprise. For beginners, chemical plant zone may be difficult, but it's only because you aren't that skilled enough for that Act 2 part, and you're almost going to get to the end. Because those moving platforms can crush you, and it's underwater, so that's drowning. So there are 2 possibilities for instant death in that part. That's like the only hard part, but I find it harder than the hard part of Hilltop. No, never
You
mind.
know,
Since chemical plant is a fast zone, one of the fastest zones in existence,
giant golden crown flying
along with
fox.
Starlight Zone
They're going here
and
just for the
Stardust
picture.
Speedway,
I think I'm just number 1 on the search engine.
this zone is easy.
I put it up just because like,
Speaking of the chemical that Mega
and
Mac,
some flimsy
there's also
excuses
no.
why I was-
Speaking of drowning, Aquatic Ruin Zone can allow you to drown. It has more water, and the air bubbles are more far away from each other, but doesn't have a lot of. But even though it's called Aquatic Ruin, it doesn't have a. It doesn't.
Alright.
The water parts aren't that difficult to go through. I really wanted to place Casino Night higher, but I just can't. Mystic Cave and Oil Ocean. I just wanted to put it higher than Mystic Cave Zone, but I really can't. You can get many rings in the zone. You can score a lot. Score is important in Sonic games because
he can recreate any skill.
like
non-combat
this,
skill
if you
with
get
power.
50,000 points, you'll be able to get another chance to go through everything. Casino Night Zone, being my favorite, has a difficult part. It has the only thing that isn't an instant death trap. It's the only thing in Sonic 2 which is not an instant death trap that can get rid of Super Sonic easily. Because if you get 3 Eggmans in the slot machine, it might get rid of your rings faster and make your time being supersonic and faster as well. And his boss is pretty difficult, but still one of my favorites. On the topic of wanting Casino Night to be higher than Mystic Cave Zone, but I can't. Mystic Cave Zone has this unescapable pit, which even supersonic you can't get out of there. Its main theme is probably spikes. And the boss is a little difficult because this is Drill Eggman 2, where he actually lets those spikes fall down on you. It's kind of like the Marble Garden Zone boss of Sonic 3, but without shield that can protect you from anything.
There's more days in the week.
The kinda makes
You don't need
sense.
sleep.
But Oil Ocean kinda makes sense that Oil Ocean is after Mystic Cave Zone because it's the next hardest zone after Mystic Cave. It's easy to get lost in this zone, but not a lot of traps. That's all I have to say.
Congested meaning you have a lot of ideas, but
Third place of difficulty
concentration?
goes to Death Egg Zone from Sonic 2. It's meant for its difficult.
Okay, well,
it's meant for the difficult final boss, especially as
maybe,
Knuckles.
Right? If you want to do
If
that,
you
you're actually
connect
recording
Sonic and
one
Knuckles
shot.
with Sonic
But
2,
using a rules light system so that you can get
because the
set
jumps are
and
lower.
game layout that will have
I know that the boss is difficult, but even though the final boss is difficult, it has an easy part, which is the Silver Sonic.
Give money to Rob and Alex. Yes, I
With Death Egg Robot,
He's breaking up.
the
He's
Death Egg
breaking up.
Robot's my favorite part
What
of
did you say?
my favorite boss. So I like Death Egg. But I don't like Death Egg a lot
You know, I
because
don't
the
think
only thing that
anybody
makes it
outside
good
our
is
age group
the
knows
Death
that.
Egg Robot boss. Even though it's my favorite in Sonic 2. It serves a lot of a challenge.
Strange. What are you talking about? Ah, sorry. It's a
Oh, this is gonna be a bit
reference,
controversial, but Metropolis is
Sorry,
lower
it's
than
inside
Wing
Man.
Fortress. Metropolis Zone is possible.
FD.
I can possibly beat Metropolis Zone, but Wing Fortress is just impossible for
Hey,
me.
Let's
But Metropolis
see
Zone
if
does have
I can tempt,
has cheap enemy
Mark with
placements,
some more of my
making it my least favorite.
RPG download shit. Let's
And there are
let's
many,
share some shit.
it has many
There we
traps.
go. Okay,
Enemy
we'll do
placements
this
are-
in like a,
and you can-
thumbs up, thumbs down from
But
the authority himself.
those starfish aren't
We'll
really
have
hard
Mark.
because there's one way you don't break them up.
Let's take a look at
Being a ball.
Wakatulu Quick Start rules. It's a new rule set for
Metropolis
Cthulhu
Zone
based on the
is
percentile.
difficult because of its
Right.
traps,
What say you?
but it doesn't have it. But it has few to no pits, which is why I'd say Wing Fortress is the most difficult zone.
Yeah, you die or you go insane.
It's also the most difficult zone in the Mega Drive era, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because this zone has lots of traps, especially the badniks. And being supersonic in this zone is not recommended. It's
Pretty
gonna
much.
just make it harder. Also, that part where the platforms disappear makes it even more
I had a debate with
difficult.
someone before about this. It's like,
I've gone through this
actually, I
zone
believe that,
except
you
the
know,
boss.
you
The
have
boss
some
is
pretty
my
desperate characters who
the,
get
the boss
paid,
is not
but
my
this
least
is also
favorite.
a game where you
I'd say my
have to
least
build
favorite
your
would be
roads
Aquatic Ruins.
because you're not gonna become like some super powerful guy. There's no way you can
But
get
the
the
boss
power
is
level where
is
actually
even more difficult than Death Egg robot,
But
because
you survive.
your rings go
or
everywhere.
You die, but you manage.
You need to really need to hit the
incredibly powerful like monsters. Right?
thing that
You
shoots the
manage to
laser.
save the world. Against all odds.
It's not easy because
But
you have
then
to
you
hit
die.
because the goal of this zone, the boss is to hit what will the attack of the
That's
boss.
pretty powerful right there.
So that's my ranking for Sonic 2. Stay tuned for Sonic CD.